different.
Yeah, you already know what it is. Pure money, baby. I keep a couple in the bag, homie, I ain't gotta brag. Even when the hater try to doubt me, I just got another contract. Watch the dollars follow back. Let me tell you one thing about me. Said I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Okay, I like my money pure. I said I like my money pure. Oh no, I like my money pure. The bag is secure. Yeah, I like my money pure. I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Come and hang with the gang. Get some free game added to your mainframe. Gotta keep your mind sharp, we gotta maintain. And it's even better when the squad on the same thing. Steady swishing on the competition. We ain't tripping about the opposition. We on a mission and we got a vision. People in need, we believe we got a lot. I keep a couple in the bag, homie, I ain't gotta brag. Even when the hater try to doubt me, I just got another contract. Watch the
Oh, I guess I should turn my mic up. What's happening, everybody? Hope that everybody's having an amazing start to their week there. Today, we're going to be diving in and talking about how to put together $1 million strategy for yourself and to have an efficient and effective strategy when it comes to government contracting. And that's what it's all about to me, man. You got to be efficient when it comes to this thing, and it really makes this process a whole lot easier. So I'm going to be going over that with you all today. In the meantime, while you're here, make sure you tell us in the comments, where are you tuning in from? You never know who you could possibly network with, so you guys can get some contracts together. Whether you're watching live or watching on replay, feel free to comment down there. And don't forget, put I am a millionaire. Remember, it all starts with you. No matter what I teach you guys today, you got to be able to believe that you can get it. If you don't believe that you're going to get there, then any lesson that anybody teaches you, not just myself, you'll never be able to do that for you, all right? So let's see. Before we do get started, I appreciate all the new people. Make sure that you guys are hitting that like button. Hit that subscribe button, hit that share button, tell somebody else about what we got going on over here. If you are viewing on Instagram, unfortunately, I will have to use the wide screen today to show you guys about how to put together an effective and efficient strategy to government contracting. So if you want to see the bigger version, the wider screen, click the link in my bio or go to travisknows.com and click on the YouTube logo, and it'll bring you over here to YouTube so you can see that wider screen. Or again, you can just stay right there on YouTube and listen in there. Either way works with me. I do not mind at all. Sorry about that. I had a little hiccup there. Once again, if it is your first time, I'm Dr. Davis. I've been doing this government contracting thing over 11 years now. I did my first $1 million at the age of 25 or something of that nature with the Affordable Care Act. We did the help desk for the Affordable Care Act, and I subcontract through that. I actually subbed to a sub on the first half of the contract, and then the sub lost their sub spot, and I moved in as the sub. And, we've been able to take off since then. We sold products, over $250,000 of Apple products to Prince George's County government. We've just recently won a $4 million air contract. We got a couple of training projects that we're teaching something. I can't remember exactly what it's teaching because I ain't doing the teaching. Those were $1.2 million opportunities right there that we got to teach. So we've spread our wings quite well here, and a lot of it is just understanding how to do this thing. not worrying about any hurdles that may come, because I'm telling you they are going to come. But it's all about being able to pivot and knowing the resources that you're going to need. And that's the beauty about building community. When you have community around you, you make this thing a whole lot easier. You want to really be at the level that you can pick up the phone and get a deal done, whether that's getting the partnership accomplished, finding the resources, the help, the manpower that's needed. You can get it done with a phone call. And again, building a community makes that a whole lot easier, or being a part of a community. You don't always have to build it from scratch. But I tell you, if you are in a community, you should use your voice in it, because one day you're going to need something. And if you've been using your voice inside of that community often, when you go to for your ask, people will listen to you. And that's one thing that helped springboard me very quickly. And I highly advise you guys to do that as well. And with that said, we have a wonderful community that you guys can be a part of. If you go and visit travisknows.com, I don't care how you spell nose except for the nose, but whether N-O or K-N-O-W-S, just put an S on the N.com, travisknows.com. You'll see the tab there that you can join our community completely for free. And we would love to have you in there. But once again, we're going to be diving in, and I'm going to show you guys how we're about to do this government contracting thing effective and efficiently if you're just getting started out. This will be $1 million strategy that I'm putting together for you guys that I'm going to show you. It's not going to take a long time, strictly because I've built the tools to help you move a whole lot faster. And when I say a whole lot faster, I really mean a whole lot faster. The things that I used to have to do in order to do government contracting back in the day, it used to take me weeks. We don't have to do that anymore. This stuff can get done in a couple hours. There will be a learning curve, but with anything new, there's always something that you got to learn. So if you have that mindset coming in, you'll be able to really grasp SB money flow and grow yourself quickly here. Now, before we get started here, we are here every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m., but we're here, honestly, every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 8:30 p.m. But on Wednesdays, we go over government contracting things. Thursdays, we dive deeper into SB money flow and some of its other features to help out small businesses. And on Tuesdays, we just talk business and financial information and a lot of mindset stuff. You can get all of the replays on my YouTube channel. Make sure, again, that you hit that like button, you hit that subscribe button. Any video that you watch, you get a nugget from it, send it to somebody else. And invite 3 other entrepreneurs right now to this live so they can learn about government contracting. Because I know you don't know it all the way. And I know you've been struggling trying to explain to people that you know exactly what government contracting is, but it's always hard to explain something to people that you really don't know about, but people do it every day. So instead of you trying to explain it, bring them over here to me. Tell them to join the live right now, and we're about to get busy and dive into this thing called government contracting the fast way, all right? But before we get in there, let me see who we got in the building. Who do we have? We got my guy, Nadir. Hey, Nadir has been an all-star in the community. If y'all, again, have not joined the community, go to travisknows.com. Matter of fact, I guess I should put the link in the chat, www.travisknows.com. Once you get there, click on the community link and join us there. But shout outs to Nadir, man. He's been a superstar, stepping up on Clubhouse, speaking in the mornings, as well as he's been inviting some amazing people to the community. So I appreciate you, my brother. Keep doing what you're doing. What we got out here in country of Texas? Driving some trucks out there in the country. Texas has got a lot of country out there. But I appreciate you for joining us over there on Instagram. We got C Nash out in Baltimore, Maryland. What's happening with you? I hope you're having a blessed day. We got Shin out in New York City over on Instagram. What's happening with you? What's going on? We got Claudia, another millionaire in the building. there with the I Am a Millionaire. Appreciate you. We got Rudy out there in Beaumont, Texas. What's going on? It's Boss Man out in Detroit. What's happening? I really can't follow anybody right here, right now. But, I don't just follow people just to follow people. But I appreciate you. I appreciate you, man. Gotta make me want to, man. I don't know if y'all know about the algorithm, but it's depending on who you follow. They predict what you like. So I don't know what everybody be watching all the time. I don't like all the crazy stuff popping up on my feed. It messes with my mental. I got to check people out before I follow them. Victor, what's happening with you, my brother? What's going on? I hope you having them. Dr. Victor. Come on, man. How I keep tripping. We got to get your name changed up there. Dr. Victor, what's happening with you, brother? Timothy Jones, what's happening with you out in Houston, Texas? What's going on? We got my guy Robert in the building, crushing it with government contracts. Hold on, we gotta give a shout outs to Robert, man. Just got another contract out there in the lawn care business. Shout outs to you, my brother. Keep doing your thing. We got Andy over there on Instagram land. What's happening with you? We got Laria, I hope I'm saying that correctly, in Dallas, Texas. We got Tony out in the building. I guess either or, Tony, what's happening? We got Igor out in Chicago. Hope I said your name correctly as well. Big Face Trucker out there in Georgia. What's going on, my brother? Appreciate you being here. All right, so let's get ready to dive into this thing. Again, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button. My goal is to get you out of here by 9:30, so I got to get ready to move fast because I know I like to talk a long time, explain stuff. If you have questions about anything that I go over today, make sure you put it right there in the comments while I'm live. Don't you wait for me to get off this live and send me no DM asking me no questions about what I talked about on live and you were sitting right here, because I promise I won't answer it. When I'm telling you right now, just ask it. There is no stupid questions. Put it right there in the comments. Put a Q in front of it, followed by your question, and I'll make sure I answer them before I get off live. If for some reason I get ready to shut it down and I ain't answered them questions, just put it in the chat. Hey, scroll back up and answer my question. But let's dive into this thing here. Once again, if you are on Instagram and you want to see this bigger view, you're going to have to go over, click the link in my bio, and join us over here on YouTube so you can see the wider version of this here. Now, if I was just getting started out in government contracting, guys, I'm going to assume that you've already started and filed for your business to be with the IRS. I'm not going to go over that type of stuff. I'm already going to assume that you already put your business in sam.gov. I'm not going to go over that stuff either. I'm talking about the people who've done the basics, because the basics is just registering your company. Like that's anybody can do this stuff, right? So I'm talking to the individuals that's already got their stuff registered, and people probably just told you, hey, research, well, you've gotten registered in sam.gov and now you don't know what to do. You've paid somebody to get you that certification and you don't know what to do now that you got this women-owned certification, or hopefully, prayfully, you didn't go get that 8A certification, or maybe that veteran-owned certification you got, but you just don't know what to do with it right now. You're still stuck. This is what we're going to be going over today. Those individuals that are right there. But even if you are at the point that you have not registered your business, you're going to get tons of value out of what I'm going to share with you guys today. Now, I have created a tool called SB Money Flow that we are going to be going over. And if you really want to get an insider's view of how to use this tool and really expand your business, well, we have a 30-day challenge coming up March the 2nd. It's just in a couple days, and you guys can get pre-training right now when you get started. But if you go to sbgovconlive.com, you can get registered, and for 30 days, I'm going to be challenging you guys with different tasks to do each and every day to start building your business utilizing this tool so you can do business with the government, with consumers, and with other businesses all in one place. So if you really want to take yourself to the next level, join us at sbgovconlive.com, March the 2nd. We're about to get it in. And there's no excuses on this challenge either. I don't want to hear like stuff happened or whatnot. I'm telling y'all right now, I don't put up with none of that. You're here. You made a commitment. It's time for you to sacrifice for the next 30 days because we're going to have work to do. All right. Once again, sbgovconlive.com. Get yourself registered. But let's get ready to dive into this SB Money Flow tool here. So the first thing I want to ask you guys is this. Okay, let me make sure my sound transferred. If you were just starting out in government contracting, I want your mind to think. What are ways that you're going to be successful in government contracting? Like, what are the different ways? I want you to put it in the chat. Let me know, what are different ways that if you were committed to doing government contracting, how can you be successful? It's only a few that I can know of right now. All right. I see a question there. Do you have it around? I'll talk about that 8A thing in a minute. If you stick around here. All right. So as I think about this, I want to tell you guys, you can be successful in government contracting by winning bids. That's the only way that you're going to be successful in government contracting. I don't know of any other way. So getting the certification is not being successful in government contracting. Registering your business in a database is not being successful in government contracting. Landing an opportunity that gives you money is success in government contracting. Now, did I say that you have to prime the contract? No, I didn't. Did I say that you have to sub the contract? No, I didn't. I said landing an opportunity that gives you money gets you on the path to success, because I don't know what your measurement of success looks like for you. But I know as long as you got money coming in, we can start to measure some success here. So since that opens Pandora's box up and we start thinking about government contracting, we have to say, okay, how can I make money submitting bids when I'm just getting started? Okay, that is true. Well, you got a couple options. You can sell products. There's low competition. Well, I don't want to say there's low competition. There's definitely not low competition in selling products. Let me not even say that one right there. But there's low red tape with products. There's low hurdles when it comes to products. It's literally looking at the quote, what they call RFQ. They're going to tell you everything that they want in the quote. You go get the product. They'll even give you the serial number, the whole nine of the product. Just go find the product. Very simple. Deliver it how they told you to deliver it. You can go get a product contract today. On the federal side, it's a little tougher sometimes on some products to sell it because everybody's there selling it already. This is big boy world. If they're selling 300,000 paper towels, trust me, somebody's already selling them 300,000 paper towels. So it wouldn't be smart to look for that with the federal government sometimes. There could be agencies, small agencies in there ordering some paper towels that slips through the crack, but they probably ain't ordering a bulk load like that. So instead, if I was going to be selling paper towels, I'd probably look at my local government, which I'm not going to touch on today because I don't know everybody's local government. The federal government is a standard no matter where you're located at. But I'm telling you guys, the same way that we do federal government contracting is the same way that you're going to do local government contracting and state government contracting. They just got different systems. And instead of like a NAICS code, they may got what the hell is it, SIC code or something that they use. It could be a whole different code. That's what I'm telling you. I don't know your state and local. But just understand, if you're selling those type of products, it could be a whole lot easier for you to focus on your local government selling them paper towels, because they'll probably have rules in place that you could go take the current paper towel contract. Just FYI, those are ways to move. So we understand the only ways that we're going to get in here is selling a product for the people who are just getting new could be an easy way in. The other easy way in is that we could get a smaller, and I'm talking about priming stuff right now. We could prime a smaller type contract depending on our resources. Like if you don't have the money, if you don't have the network, don't go look at $5 million projects. You're setting yourself up for failure before you even get started. But we can go look at $50,000 projects, $100,000 project, $300,000 projects. They may not show themselves right now today because you want to find it today. You know, this is the day that you were eager to go after government contracting. You can't find that $50,000 opportunity. Be patient. It'll come. That don't mean that you don't go to the side and just wait. No, start networking. Start building the relationships up because your research will show you who's already been spending that. So you know who you should be networking with, which again, we'll touch in on. Now, the other way that you could do this prime thing, if you do have the resources, to look at some of the larger projects that are around $2 million, $3 million, that can be directly awarded, depending on your certifications that you may have. Or it could just be a small business set aside that can be directly awarded. It's all types of strategies that can happen, which we're going to talk about hopefully within the next 30 minutes here. I see that's what we got about left. All right. So the other thing that you could do if you don't want to prime a contract, I told you the only way to be successful is we have to submit a bid. I told you the prime level is you submitting the bid. You're in charge of this whole thing. You build the team up. You're going to run the whole program. The show goes through you and you only. Can you have teammates behind you or whatnot? Yes, but the show starts with you and it ends with you. You're on the line. If you don't want to take on all of that getting started out because you're a little bit nervous, well, we're going to have to go to the subcontracting route. So in order to go subcontracting, we have to start meeting people. And it can't be your friend next door. I don't want to hear you talk about subcontracting and I got my cousin who got a plumbing company and your cousin not ready for this work. If they was ready for this work, they would be doing it. They don't I'm trying to save you from heartache from messing with your cousins. Because what's going to happen is the contract going to come up, man. They may work good in the first month, but they may hear a buzz about how much money you make. And all of a sudden your cousins start counting your pockets. And now you got a little thing going on because you my cousin and I ain't really got to listen to you. You the baby cousin. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to save you from the heartache, but you get to do whatever you want to do at the end of the day. It's your business. I just told you I wouldn't do it. Instead, I would start building a relationship with businesses who have successfully been doing whatever I need done for multiple years. I know they're not just going to be lazy. They're here to earn revenue. That's who I want to partner with. People with experience. The same way the government is asking for experience, I want it too. Right? On a high level, not on a mom and pop level. Cool? So you can subcontract your way in there. Now, again, subcontracting also involves strategy a lot of times because somebody else needs to take the lead. You said you wanted to be a sub. So we're going to have to subcontract with boys, players, women who are already involved in this industry and they doing a hell of a job. So we got to bring a strategy. Maybe it's a woman-owned company and I'm a veteran-owned company and she can't access this veteran-owned work without me. So we can partner, joint venture, do all types of different things to help me take the lead role with her assistance. Or maybe vice versa. She's taking the lead in a women-owned project, but she's not a specialist of cybersecurity. and you see this wonderful cybersecurity opportunity that you know how to do, but she has all the relationships over here in this agency. And by the way, this is a woman-owned opportunity. It would behoove you to partner with her and start building that relationship. And now y'all can go after the opportunity together, and she'll take the lead role. She don't mind. She understands government contracting is about moving money. That's why she's been doing this for 20 plus years. She knows how to move money, right? That's strategy with subcontracting. So that's the second way. You're either going to prime, you're going to sub. The third way that we're going to go about doing this is you can consult to this whole thing. A consultant is just completely on the background. You're putting together the pieces. Usually one company is going to pay you, and you could be the headhunter for them. Maybe you go find all of the subcontractors they need. You go sit at the government meetings and make sure that you dot the I's and cross the T's for them. You go find opportunities for them and let them know I got resources that I can help put together for all of you guys. I can sit everybody down at a table, and I'm telling you, trust everybody, because this is my tool belt. Now I want my finder's fee. Don't get it twisted. And by the way, this company who hired me as a consultant, I do need my retainer, and I absolutely going to get a percentage of the base year of that opportunity that I bought to them. This is just consulting world. So we got three ways. There's no other way to government contracting after that. So you got to ask yourself, which way do you want to do it? My way is to accept all three of them. Consulting allows you getting started out to get your feet wet, especially if you ain't quite sure yet, if you ain't got the confidence yet. You could build tons of relationships by knowing about government contracting and knowing what to do. The next way, subcontracting, I highly advise every single business is getting started out in government contracting. Subcontracting should be the way that you're trying to approach this bad boy. But again, I'm not going to tell you not to sell products and priming. I'm not going to tell you not to take that $100,000 training project. You don't need a partner for a $100,000 training project. You know how to do that already. I'm talking about once we get into the millions, you're going to need some help. You don't have the books. You don't know how to run payroll. You don't know about taxes. You don't know about the employee handbook. You don't know about HR. You don't know about accounting. You don't know about business development. You don't know about hiring and firing. You don't know about getting sued yet. So you need help once we get to that dollar amount, because that's just a different world. People looking at you now. Somebody wants your money. But we got the resources to protect ourselves, and that's part of subcontracting. Hopefully the person that you're subcontracting with eventually becomes your mentor. So that means that we shouldn't just be subcontracting with anybody. We should subcontract with companies that are going to bring us value for the future. And just like that, you'll position yourself in a whole nother way that you'll know when you want to step out on your own and prime these big boy contracts. Trust me, you will. I just started priming, and I never wanted to prime. I only primed because this girl on the internet who was a contract officer kept trying to say I ain't know what I was doing because she couldn't look my company up on FPDS and see that I got any money. So I said, well, let me go ahead and prime one of these bad boys for you. So we went ahead and primed a $4 million contract just to make her happy. You know what I'm saying? But subcontracting and consulting is just my way to go. I like it because it provides me the time freedom. When you prime something, I now got to invoice every 15th and 31st. I now got to watch every employee. I got to answer every email and every problem that goes on. I personally have to deal with it. I don't have to do that consulting. If I'm subcontracting, maybe I got to handle it with my employees. But the prime is taking responsibility for everything. I'm just paying my employees on the 15th and 31st. And again, the prime takes the lead. They ain't going to let it fail. So these are your options. Now we're talking about efficiency now. How do we make this efficient? Well, we need software. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Yes, there's SAM.gov, there's FPDS.gov, there's USAspending.gov. I taught on that for years, but I got tired of it because I used a software called GovWin and it expedited everything. And trust me, GovWin is not a bad software. They just got a bad price. They got a price that small business owners can't rock with. It takes away all your money. So instead, I built my own SB Money Flow. That's what we're about to go over today. I'm going to show you how fast and efficient we can do government contracting if you keep your head down and focus. Does the software cost money? Yes, it does cost money. Can you write it off in taxes as a business? Yes, you can write off the software in taxes. So technically, it really doesn't cost any money because I told you you're going to need software anyways. I just haven't seen businesses operate without software. But again, our software, you're not going to need anymore. Unless it's accounting stuff. You need accounting stuff. But software to run your business, this is all you're going to need. So the first thing I told you guys, we need contracts. I can't do nothing with government contract. I told you success is about submitting bids. If I'm not looking at submitting opportunities, I'm not doing government contracting. I don't give a damn about looking at a capability statement. I don't care about your website that people be talking about. I don't care about learning how contracting, invoicing work. I don't care about none of that. None of that moves the needle. The only thing that moves the needle in government contracting is submitting a bid. If I don't submit a bid, there's no subcontracting opportunities. There's no consulting opportunities. And I damn sure can't prime nothing because I ain't got nothing. And that's where a lot of you guys are stuck at right now, which baffles me all the time. You got to stop asking so many questions about things that don't matter. The only thing that matters in government contracting is submitting a bid and nothing else. It's all about who's going to submit it. Again, I told you the 3 different levels. So we got to go find contracts. I don't care what level you want to do it. We got to go find contracts. So we're going to go here in SB Money Flow. We're going to go to the GovCon marketplace here. I think I already had one open. So let me close that. Sign in again. Once you sign into your account, it's going to be programmed to your NAICS code. And you can have all of your NAICS codes in here as a consultant. You can put whatever NAICS codes you want in here. You can knock these out right now. And when you go consult with another company, they got something different. You put the information in here because we need to move fast. I told you guys, everything is about being effective and efficient. So 541519, that's my NAICS code. The first thing that I'm going to do is look at 2023, see what's happening. How was they spending money in 2023? Because it could trickle over a little bit to 2024. I'm looking for the top 3 agencies that got my money, okay, and what it is that I do. I'm looking for the most money because that's where the most opportunities are going to be. And there's a chance that I could take things from people, okay? Now, the next thing that I see, 2023 and 2024, I'm just get a comparison to see the top 3 companies, see if they still spending. Next thing I'm going to do is go look 4 years back. 1, 2, 3, 4. The reason I'm looking 4 years back because those larger opportunities, those $5 million opportunities, those $50 million, $100 million, $1 billion opportunities, they happened 5 years back. So I'm looking at 4 years back because I am also setting up opportunities for the longevity of my business. These are going to be the opportunities that's going to set me for life. Literally, I'm not joking. So we're going to have those because those type opportunities, you don't just win them overnight. You have to build the relationships. And even if we're talking consulting, do you understand what a 2% consulting fee is to a $300 million project? You're still set for life. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand this. And this is about being effective and efficient. We want contracts today, right? So we do want to find some contract opportunities that's going to put pressure on us right now. We want to find some opportunities that's about 6 months from now. We want to find some opportunities that's about a year from now. And then we want to find some opportunities that's 2 years from now. When you put all of those opportunities together in the next 2 years, guess what it should equal out to? How much ever your vision is. So that car that you put on your vision board, that boat that you put on the vision board, the dog and all that stuff, because I know the dogs cost a lot of money. All of that stuff that you vision has a price to it. Now we know why we're trying to go after these contracts. Whatever that vision price is, I need you to multiply it by 10, and that's how many contracts we need to put. Because you're not going to win all the contracts. But if I 10x what your vision is, this customer got whatever. Ain't nobody in the history of their life ever told me their vision price, and I can't 10x it, and the government got that type of money. Because you look, just this one agency right here in just one niche, 541519, this one agency spent $5.7 billion. I ain't seen a vision that costs $5.7 billion. The other agencies spent $2.1 billion. So your vision don't cost more than this customer got. 10x it. And now we're going to put the opportunities together that are 10x your vision. And then I want you to shut up, stop listening to people. I want you to focus on exactly the contracts that are in front of your face, and you figure out which way you're going to approach them to get success. Do I want to prime them? Do I want to sub them? Or am I going to consult? It's literally that simple. Where am I going to find the contracts? These are the top 3 agencies that's spending my money 4 years ago. Chances are they got recompete contracts coming up. That's why I'm looking at 4 years ago. I'm just documenting the agency that I want to work with. They got my money. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll down here to the bottom, and I'm going to look at the businesses that got my money. And I'm going to document all of these businesses that got my money. So all of a sudden, what I'm about to do here now is click on Accenture. Look at their profile, and I've created something called the FU. Now, granted, we're going to need to get a point of contact for Accenture to really make this work. So you could do a little more research and find a point of contact, and then you could add them right here so you don't have to look for them again, when you get to Accenture. So I would go to just type Accenture small business, and I could probably get a point of contact right there. But then I'm going to go to a link that we've already built inside of SB Money Flow once you connect your domain. You're going to go to yourdomain.com/FU. You're like, dang, FU. Yeah, we got to follow up with this individual right here. Okay. So once we get to the FU, which is right here, you put their information in. So we got Tiffany. I guess I choose Tiffany all the time. Tiffany. And their phone number, 475-890-6591. All right. Their industry, they're in tech. The date that I'm contacting Tiffany was today. I want to follow up with Tiffany a week from now. The next code was 54159. The website was www.accenture.com/small business. I'm just making this up, guys. Don't really quote me on it. The value, I was looking at the contracts that they were a part of. I seen how much Accenture was. Come back here. $465 million. So what is my value? Well, I told you we want 10%. So 465 million, hey, easy 40 million. That's how much the value of the relationship is. They don't go after small work. And then we're going to say Accenture, small business. rep. You can put any notes here that you had on a conversation. I'm going to go ahead and agree with it. And it says that I could text them if I have their number. You probably ain't going to have their number, so it really don't matter. Or if you do got a number, it ain't going to be one that you could text. What did I miss? Oh, that was the phone number. Huh? Let me just put my phone number here. I don't care. Click submit. What are we missing out on again? Oh, email. I don't know if this is a real email or not. Hi, gmail.com. All right. Put that there. See how the system is like, no, you can't do that. It lets me know Tiffany has been added. I get an alert on my phone that lets me know that Tiffany also got added to my FU network. So cool. I got the contact. Accenture is locked in. I'm going to do that for every single business. Now, guys, this takes time. This is the part that people don't want to do. But I'm trying to set you up to be a millionaire. You will be a millionaire if you can follow up with $1 million. That's the number one reason you haven't hit $1 million yet. You keep refusing to follow up with the people that got the $1 million. But every damn day you follow up in your group text message with people that ain't got nowhere near the money that you need. But you tell me you can't follow up. How the hell you text your group chat every day? I've seen group chats. Y'all talk about nothing. Trust me, I used to be in those. I deleted myself. So I can focus on following up with the money that I need to get me to where I want to be. So you're going to go through all of these. This is going to build up my large business database to work with. Each one of these companies have to work with small businesses. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Cool. I got large businesses. Guess what small businesses I should probably be working with too? Ones that already worked with those large businesses. Because I need them at some point. I'm going to need them for a mentor protege program or a JV. I have people all the time asking me, Travis, can you can you do the mentor protege program with me? Do I make $465 million? Once again, if I made 10% of this money, y'all wouldn't even see me on the internet. Just like you don't see these people on the internet. The stuff that I'm teaching you is to show you where you can hopefully find them, because you ain't about to communicate with these individuals on the internet. They're not playing around. I'm only here because I believe I can put something together to get me here. But the minute I put it together and we get here, Travis is gone. You know what I'm saying? You can talk to somebody else about this stuff, but I'm out. So I have an idea of the large businesses that I should be looking to work with. The next thing is I'm going to pay attention to that agency again. What point of the calendar do they spend all of that money? So if I look back on time, each quarter lets me know when they're looking to spend the money. So we're about to approach quarter 3. What are we? January, February, March. March is coming up, right? That ends quarter 2. And then we approach quarter 3, which means quarter 4 is coming up. So if you look right here in 2020, during quarter 3 was the start of a lot of spending. Quarter 2, you can see the only people who was really spending a lot of money in quarter 2 was DOD. They just going to be spending money. But you can get an idea that, hold on, a lot of spending happens on Q4, Q3. That means that Q1, Q2, I should probably be building relationships up and getting my tool belt ready for Q3, Q4. Because it gets active, real active. But I got an idea that this was all the longevity stuff. This was to research and find out where my money is at. This creates that wealth system. We're going to set this up with the whole context of our large businesses inside of SB Money Flow so we can move even faster. Because what I'm setting up for you guys is something that all of a sudden can be replicated. You could tell somebody else to go into your system and do it for you. And this is when you're going to get ultimate freedom. I'm not just telling y'all to do the shit just to have fun to do it. I am helping you build a system that you can literally give somebody else the keys to and let them drive it so you can go in the streets and do your God's given gift. This is called running a business. The business owner ain't supposed to be doing all the work. You're supposed to be in the streets selling all of the workers that you've created around you, all of the tools and the operations. You're supposed to be selling that because it solves problems. How the hell can you get out in the streets and tell people that you've created something to solve problems and you can't duplicate it? Don't nobody know how to be you because you ain't got no systems, you ain't got no processes and procedures put together. I'm helping y'all out with this right now. This is the whole purpose of SB Money Flow. It ain't just to look good. So since we set all of that up and we got them in our contact list now, we understand who has our money for the longevity. I told y'all we need some money right now though. So now that I've done my research, I got an idea of who got my money. I want to pay attention because if I find the opportunity right now that's in that agency, that's going to move up my priority list because on the right now thing, I'm trying to get some attention for the people that got my money for the longevity. The way to get their attention is through success. I told you the only thing successful in government contracting is submitting bids. When you submit a bid, you market your business at the same time. Whether you win or lose, you still market your business through submitting a bid. You may be saying, well, Travis, I'm not priming the contract. Well, guess what? You market your infrastructure, your team, your resources by just being on the team that submits the bid because they start to see it. You get active now. So now I'm coming up here to opportunities. Opportunities, I'm going to look right here. Okay, I got my next code programmed in. I'm going to look at combined synopsis because this is active stuff right now. They got the money for it. They're looking for somebody to solve the problem. Let me slide this over here just a little bit. So I could take a look. I see we got some set aside stuff, women-owned small business, SBA, which is just a small business, right? Anything that don't have it is full and open. So instead, maybe I'm a women-owned small business and I look at those. But remember, it's crunch time now, 9 times out of 10. These opportunities is ready to go. They're ready to fire out. I told you we want pressure. We want pressure right now. So all of a sudden, you got opportunities that you can stop. Like, what else you talking about? You should be looking at this right now. You said you want some money. Well, here's some stuff with some money in it. If you can't find something that works for you, put in another next code. But this is hunting time. You got to be thirsty. You got to be starving. Now, all of a sudden, I see something that I like. I'm going to click this link. It's going to take me over to sam.gov. Sam.gov is going to tell me exactly what it is now. Now, all of a sudden, I can see that I got some computer-related services, okay? If I scroll down here, I have the solicitation. That's really what I'm looking for, the solicitation. I click the solicitation. It opens up. It tells me everything about this opportunity that I need to know. This is the only thing about this opportunity that matters. I don't need to go watch nobody's video about government contracting because it 9 times out of 10 don't pertain to this opportunity. I need to read this opportunity and find out exactly how they want me to do government contracting because they'll tell me exactly what it is that I need to do. Now, you still may be struggling. Have no fear. SB Money Flow is here. I already went through them problems. I know what problems you're going to be facing. Some of this stuff, reading it is like a law. You don't quite get it. Well, don't worry. If you come down here and copy it, now, you can't copy all of it, guys, okay? So, I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes. But by all means, you should take your time and read over it and copy what you need to. Now, I really need to look at the top because what is this? Set aside for women-owned. Well, set asides, they... All right, this is for equipment. This ain't going to work how I want it to. So let me go to this other one that I pulled up. That was for equipment purchase, so it's not going to do what I wanted it to do. This one I pulled up a little bit earlier. Here's the solicitation. I believe I have it open. It's right here, right? So now you're going to take the solicitation. You're going to come back over here into your SB money flow tool, okay? We're starting to pay attention to live contracts. Next thing I know, yes, my people on Instagram, I'm on YouTube. If you want to see the bigger version, click the link in my bio and you can come over to my YouTube. By the way, thanks for saying that. If you guys are picking up anything that I'm putting down so far, put a fire emoji down there in the chat. And don't forget, make sure that you guys are hitting that like button, that subscribe button, and share this out with 3 other entrepreneurs right now, not tomorrow, right now. Share it out with them so they can learn about government contracting too. Now let's get back to it. So now that I get the solicitation, I'm going to come here to Pure Money AI inside of SB Money Flow. I'm going to come down here to Prompt Library. Come on. I'm going to open up my statement of work highlights because I don't know how to read that. I'm going to put it in here. I'm going to hit next. And I'm going to let Pure Money AI break it down in a way that hopefully, prayerfully, explains it to me a little bit better so I can explain it to somebody else. So I can even see if this is something that I want to go after. So now that I got it all right here, it's telling me, okay, you need to provide all personnel, equipment, supplies at the facilities. You got to support the ongoing implementation of TAP. So I keep seeing TAP in here. I also see that I'm going to have to do worldwide program sustainment and support of over 2,000 transitioning service members across 250 installations within the United States, which is CONUS. Whenever you see CONUS, that is in the United States. But they also tell me that I need to be able to do stuff OCONUS, which is outside of the United States. All right. So I don't quite know and understand everything that it's asking for yet. But if you ain't ready to set up to do things OCONUS, you should leave this project alone. Or do I have enough time to get a partner that does? This is where you got to make the decisions at. I can't tell you these answers. This is part of you building your business. You got to be able to provide classroom facilitation and delivery of TAP employment workshops. You got to be able to develop and maintain. Now, look, with just looking through this, I should probably get somebody on my team that know what the hell TAP is. I mean, I don't have to be a rocket scientist to know this. Now you may be asking, well, Travis, how do I find somebody that knows what TAP is? I'm going to ask you guys in the comments, how do I find somebody that knows what TAP is already? Jesus Christ. It's somebody like I keep seeing this TAP stuff. It just doesn't make sense to me. I understand it's in the agency or whatnot. They got a contract out about it. I ain't talking about the incumbent either. So don't tell me the incumbent. That ain't what I mean. Because the incumbent don't need you 9 times out of 10. They gonna go after it again by themselves. How do you find somebody that knows what the heck TAP means for this contract? Oh. Y'all have no clue? Y'all are over there puzzled? Or y'all just not Google it? I like that idea. Somebody say Google it. That's a great answer. So I guess you would Google who knows TAP? The internet. Absolutely, we are going to find the internet. But this is what we're going to do. We're going to say, okay, well, we understand. Oh, well, there goes TAP. I just seen it right here from reading at the top. One part about the government, every agency loves using acronyms real quick. I just read this and realized, okay, that's what they keep calling TAP. Transition Assistance Program. Okay, so let me take this right there because I still may not know what the Transition Assistance Program is. So first I need to come over here. Who were we doing this for again? I don't think that was the contract. Yeah, this was it. All right, so we got Department of Labor. I can't believe you guys haven't said this. Military TAP, Google it. Nope. Nope. Google's too broad. We in the business mode now. It's one place I like to go hunt for people when I need business. Only one place. LinkedIn. I mean, everybody over here is talking about business. Well, let me put in Transitional Assistant Program, DOL. I may have to put Department of Labor. Department of Labor. Oh my God. DOL Vets tap. Look at all the tap. Oh, we tapping. Look how fast we start tapping. Next thing I know, I can just click on one of these people, and guess what else LinkedIn's going to do for me? It's going to give me connections. It's going to tell me other people that probably know tap stuff too. It's going to tell me other companies that this lady didn't work for too. Like, oh my God, LinkedIn gave me all the answers to who the hell I need to network with. So you can stop crying about I don't know who to talk to. You're just not trying. That's the difference. All these damn resources at the palm of your hand, and you over here telling me it's hard. I just showed you how to do it in a couple minutes. Now, the beauty about SB Money Flow is it's connected to LinkedIn too. So when you respond to them right there, we can respond straight inside of SB Money Flow when they hit us back on LinkedIn. But I'm not going to dive into that right now. We're talking about the government contracting side. So all of a sudden, I got a new contact that needs to go where? On my FU. Well, hopefully I can get the number for this person because I need to follow up with them. So now I'm building all of my resources. I like this contract. Remember, we're talking about effective and efficient work right now. We've added everybody into our FU network. When I come right back inside of SB Money Flow and I come click on opportunities and I switch to the FU network, I have every single person lined up right here as a new contact. I can slide them to follow up. I'm waiting for a response or whatever I do. If I'm partnering with them, I can slide it over here. If I want to put a new title at the top of here for whatever you need to program, you can add that in too. This is just what we did. Now you can follow up with people. I can click right here on a person's name. I can assign a task if I got people on my team. X, Y, and Z needs to send an email to blah, blah, blah by 2:57. I can tie them to it right now. If I talk to them on the phone, I can take notes. How do I talk to people on the phone quickly or set meetings up? Well, you book it right here. You can schedule your appointments right here if you got your calendar and stuff all set up. Now it's going to send them the link to the Zoom call and you just sit back and let the system do the following up. And as you're talking to them on the phone, you pull up their card and you go to notes. This way, you don't have to rely on yourself remembering everything because I'm telling you, you can't. Now the system's remembering for you because you're putting the notes in when it was fresh, using the words that they used when they was talking to you. So boom, we have that sitting right there. The next thing that we're going to do, because we really like this opportunity, like this opportunity is saying, hey, this is the one that we need to do. Now we're going to put in ourdomain.com/new money. And it's going to bring you to this site right here, which is new contract information. And you're going to do the exact same thing. Well, if I come over here, I'm going to take the solicitation number. Can't remember where I got all my sites. Put that right here. Now I got multiple screens. I usually be having this stuff side by side. We're going to put Department of Labor, although I probably have that switched around, when actually filling this in for myself, because I ain't going to, matter of fact, let me just do it now. Department of Labor. All right. The date that was posted, I need to look back right here. February 23rd. Now, again, why am I doing all of this? because we need systems that we can replicate. All right, this is due on March 13th. The next code was 541519. My point of contact for this opportunity is right here. Morris. Y'all gonna see what happens. It's gonna get real nice when I do all of this. X. You'll see the power of a system. Got that there. This is his email. And as you do this more often, you're going to fly through it. Now, if you was really, really smart, I don't really like doing things that don't make money. So I would train a virtual assistant or somebody to do this stuff because it don't make no money. And I told y'all, I don't do things that don't make money. All right. Phone number. I don't even think I added. Cool. I didn't put the phone number in here because I don't want y'all to accidentally call people when not for no reason. The value, you can put whatever value that you perceive at first glimpse of how much this contract is going to cost. Y'all know I'm always in the millions, so we're going to say $1 million right there. The name of this opportunity, I'm just going to pull it straight off here at the top. Transition Assistance Program. Put that right there. And then the link to the solicitation, I'm going to grab here. And what I always do for this one, for the description, instead of grabbing it all, I just grab this small description that they usually put right here on sam.gov. Now, I also warn you guys, I never take for heart what's on this description. I always take for heart what's on the actual RFP. Now, you say, what type was this? This was a RFP. We're going to go ahead and add the attachment. I believe it was this one. All right, so that's in there. And if it's any notes that you need to put in here, need a sub that specializes, I can't spell, in cyber. I'm just making stuff up. All right, so boom, we hit submit. Now, what happens is that new contract just went in. I also got an alert on my phone. Again, the reason I'm doing this is so you can have somebody else eventually do this and you could track it. The alerts are going to come to you because you're the owner of your system. Now you can understand, okay, people are doing what you told them to do. Eventually, what will happen is that you're going to have that vision that I told you about. When I click right here and look at your CRM, that vision that had a total of $1 million. Well, now I could just ask you, how much is your pipeline? Because these are all the opportunities right here. And now I wouldn't understand why you don't have your head down and focused. Now I can look and move these. Okay, this is in review. My team loaded the contract opportunities up right here. I'm taking a look at it. Okay, they're in review. I like it. It's in progress if I'm going to submit to it. If I don't submit to it, I'm going to slide it over to won't respond. Eventually, won't respond is going to tell a story of things that you don't like responding to. And now you'll see when you add people onto your team, okay, they'll see what you don't like responding to too. When you lose opportunities, quote unquote lose, you'll start to see why you lost. And hopefully you should be fixing it for the other opportunities that are sitting right here in review, waiting to get in progress. So you don't keep making the same stupid mistakes over and over again. But when you don't have software and you don't have a flow, guess what you keep doing? Stupid shit over and over and over again because you can't remember what you did last time. So you do a little bit of new stupid stuff and some old stupid stuff and you submit stupid. When you have to be able to document, because all of us are stupid to things that we don't know about. You've never won a bid with this agency a day in your life. You're dumb to it. We're going to learn how to get better with it through our success tactic. The only way to be successful is to submit. I'm showing you the system to help you submit. And now you can document when these bad boys start lining up in wins, all of a sudden freedom starts coming. When you see this one column start showing you $1.5 million, $11.5 million, oh my goodness, you now have a story of your freedom. All of this stuff that's sitting right here can be washed, rinsed, and repeat. 11 million will turn into 22 million because you now have a formula that wins. Your win columns starts looking a whole lot better than your loss column because you learned off of your actions and you had a system that teaches you how to do this stuff. So now I have my pipeline of opportunities that when put together, again, you can also click on these and just change them. You don't always have to slide them. But you can also edit all of this stuff right here. You could put tags on them. You could put if it's in an open status or whatnot. But this is where you could put it back to new if you don't want to slide or whatnot and just update it right there and it'll move back. But the other beauty about this too is, let's say you need to talk to that contract officer. Well, you just click right here on this button and tab right there because you got a question for him. You ask them inside of SB Money Flow. Use the system. And now, boom, we got their name right there. It's already set, ready to go to them. We're going to put the subject right here, and we're going to go ahead and type our response that we need to send to them. We're going to hit send, and what's going to happen is the message is going to pop up right here. Let me actually see. Did I put a real email? No, I didn't. All right. Test. Help. We hit send. Message pops up right here. Whether you text somebody, call somebody, opportunities get adjusted on them, whatever, it's all showing up right here. So again, this can be replicated by somebody on your team because this don't make money. But what it does do, it gives me a check and balance that at night at 9 o'clock, I can sit down and check and see if my team did what they were supposed to do. And I don't have to take their word for it. I can just come look right here and see if they sent the message that sounds like me. If they followed up with the people how they were supposed to do. And the only thing that I should be worried about is my calendar to handle big business. Big business is sales and marketing. Shaking hands and kissing babies. Not doing this tedious work right here. But since you don't have this stuff in place already, guess what? You got to do the tedious work right now. It is what it is. But eventually you're going to get free. I had to sit down and do this. Tedious. Hell, I built all of this out solo. And then I bring on the team. You bite the bullet. So now we got all of those opportunities loaded up. We're loading up our resources. What more do you need? You can follow up with everybody. I just showed you guys how to follow up very quickly. I showed you guys with Pure Money AI right here, how it can help you read things that you don't quite understand. It can help you with a proposal, assistance. I'm not saying that it's the best thing ever. It assists you with writing proposals. It can help you with networking. You know, I told you those people that you need to get out there and talk to. Maybe you've been struggling talking with people because you don't know what questions and stuff to ask. Well, if you guys just click on networking and tell it about your industry, the agency that you're about to sit down and go talk to, it will formulate the questions that you need. You guys need, I hear all the time, well, Travis, I don't have any, I need some legal documents, and, lawyers and stuff always get mad at me all the time. But that's okay. Well, I want to make them extinct too, right? So you can come right here and you could do your joint venture agreement. I'm not saying it's the best thing ever, but if you ain't got money paying the lawyers that's trying to charge you $1,500 to do something basic, well, guess what? Don't allow that to be a hurdle. Every one of y'all should be doing a SWOT analysis of yourself. You can do it right now. You don't have to pay people all this money to do the SWOT analysis. You don't have a business plan? Well, here you go. You can do a business plan very quickly right here. Because guess what? I don't care what the business plan is, which baffles me too. I don't know why people pay all this money to do business plans and you ain't about to do the business. You know what I'm saying? I don't need a business plan to see whether you really want to do this thing or not. A business plan don't help you take action. It guides you, but you still got to do the work. So I would rather see somebody do the work before paying all the money to have a business plan. Try stuff out and see what becomes successful, and then we can go write a business plan to it. But again, this is why we created Pure Money AI, because I didn't want to hear you cry no more and say, I needed a business plan. I didn't have all of the money, so we couldn't do it. Well, we can get started. Give me the next excuse. Pure Money AI has solved that problem. You need to build websites? Don't worry about that either. We got the copy to build websites. You can build all your websites. You can send all of your emails all right here inside of SB Money Flow. You don't need anything else. And once you get this set up for government contracting, then you'll realize that SB Money Flow can sell your products to consumers. You can do contracts with other businesses all right inside of SB Money Flow, and you can automate everything that I'm talking about. Every single process can be automated. You just haven't learned how to do it yet. And chances are you don't know tech, automation, and all that, and you won't learn how to do it overnight. But you could start the process. The process is building out this pipeline. That's everybody's first objective. You should not be talking to me about anything else other than your pipeline. And this is what frustrates me with a lot of individuals. Because you keep talking to me about blank air. I keep advising y'all, like, look, I'm not here to brag anything about that, but I make too much money to keep talking about basic stuff over and over again. How do I get registered in sam.gov? Come on, man. We got to start taking action. I only want to talk about your $12 million pipeline because this is all of the answers that I need. I can't tell you what to do about government contracting because I told you it's only one way to be successful in government contracting. We have to submit contracts. If you don't have contracts to talk about, I have nothing else to talk about because I don't know what you need to do next. If you're talking about getting registered and stuff like that, okay, that's a different story. But if you already registered in the system, we got to stop just talking to talk. We got to start bringing some substance. And I'm telling you right now, if you approach another business owner that's making quite a bit of money, like I've been showing you guys, they're going to be pissed off if you approach them talking about, hey, you know, I want to get started in government contracting. So they don't have time to baby you. And if you really want to find some good businesses to network with, well, we solved that problem inside of SB Money Flow too. All you got to do is come right up here at the top, click on businesses. I told you I like working with businesses that are about what they talking about. You come right here, you click on active. This is the 40,000 businesses right here who plan on sam.gov. This is the 75,000 businesses that could have just got registered in the last year. I'd probably say 20% of the 75,000 businesses really talking about business. But don't worry about that. We can weed through this too. What type of business do you want to build a relationship with? Well, those contracts that you were supposed to look up, it'll told you if you needed an 8A business, a veteran-owned business, a women-owned business. But if you ain't looking at no contracts, you don't even know what type of businesses you need to build relationships with. That's why I can't help you, because you don't know. And I damn sure ain't about to sit down and build your wealth for you. I'm building my own over here. I don't have time to sit down and figure your brain out and what it is that you want to do. You should know what those contracts that you want to go after, that will tell you what you got to do. It ain't a thing about what you want to do. It's going to say exactly what you got to do. So now if I know I need a veteran-owned business, I can click right there. Well, that's 8,400 businesses that have this veteran-owned status. Well, that's not going to fit me because this is in Minnesota, and I ain't never going to Minnesota. Zimmerman got his own down out there. Whatever. So instead, I told you I need to weed through some things. I don't want to talk to no businesses making less than $1 million. That's may put me around people that's making $14,000. I ain't got time to talk to no business making $14,000. So let me do $1 million to $10 million and $100 million to $10 million. These companies also will be future mentors, or hopefully great subcontractors, or I could be their subcontractor. But I like this one. Once we start talking about over 500 million to $1 billion, $1 billion, and 100 million to 500, these are mentor proteges, right? But I'm looking right here because I need to start building some relationships. I told Travis, I don't know, I can't find people to talk to. All right, so now all of a sudden I got the businesses at the price range doing the, they got the set aside that I need because I'm real strategic. I need a veteran-owned business based off the contracts that I was looking at. That's where I lacked. Well, you ain't about to talk to businesses all over the world. So you live right here in Kansas. You should click Kansas and you should talk to the businesses that's doing the type money that you want to do. All of a sudden, there's only 10 businesses located in Kansas doing what it is that you want to do, making the type money that you see yourself making. Why the hell you not talking to them? Because I don't get it. Not only are these people making the money that you want, but you can pull up on them. They got an office somewhere near. You know what I'm saying? You don't even have to guess. Here it is. You don't have to guess, are they making money? Here's the money that they're making. Here's the contracts in the agency they're making the money with. The ball game starts to change. And guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to mydomain.com/FU and put them in my FU network. And I'm going to attach them to the contract that's in my pipeline. And we about to get busy. And now you can see how you stack up your pipeline. They got opportunities for now, opportunities 6 months from now, a year from now, and 2 years from now. That pipeline should be 10x your vision, and then you should be focused and not worrying about nothing else. I hope I explained government contracting to you guys. A quick start guide to be effective and efficient. I'm going to look through here and answer any questions that you guys may have. If you got some now, feel free to drop them in the chat. Also, don't forget, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. If you guys are ready to dive into SB Money Flow, I'm highly advising you, go to sbgovconlive.com and take the 30-day challenge. On that 30-day challenge, we're going to be breaking this thing down. We're not just going to build it to look at this contract stuff, which I'm not even going to really be diving into. I'm going to be helping you guys set your business up on this so you can do business with the government, with consumers, and with other businesses. This 30-day challenge is going to break down sales and marketing to you so you can be the best business that you've ever seen. It starts March the 2nd. We've already kicked off some of the pre-training videos that you'll get access to as well. And the last thing that I want to show all of you guys is to visit travisknows.com. Okay, I put it in the chat a little bit earlier, but I want you to go to travisknows.com. I want you to click on join our Pure Money community for free. Once you get here, it will bring you to our community. You're going to need to answer some questions, and our team will get you in here. Go ahead and answer the welcome post here so we can see all your wonderful faces. Well, we can't see your faces, but we can learn about you right here in the post as we continue to grow the capacity of this community. When you guys get involved in the challenge as well, you'll have access to this too. But most importantly, you're going to be able to come here, click on your courses in the top right-hand corner, and you'll be able to take all of the amazing training that I've already put in government contracting. This has absolutely nothing to do with the 30-day challenge. This breaks down government contracting in every way that you can imagine. When you get SB Money Flow as well, If you get any plan that we got on SB Money Flow, you also get access to all of my GovCon training. I break down everything that you're going to need to know about, whether it's working those capability statements out, understanding the FAR, any of your certifications, we break that down. I dive deeper into the proposal process. We have a bid, no bid decision template that you should go by. Pricing tools. I've got other videos here for how to get primes to notice you, how to write proposals that are customer focused, and just so much more. It's all right here. This is the one-stop shop SB Money Flow. It got everything that you need, and on the 30-day challenge, you're going to get a full dose of it. Once again, go to sbgovconlive.com. Get yourself registered today, not tomorrow, because March 2nd, we running, and we running fast. All right, guys, let me see. What questions do I got in the building? How can we obtain... Let me move this out the way. It's messing with me. It's 30-day challenge. How can we obtain an 8A certification? I was told they do not give them out anymore. Do you have a way around this? No. I have to check into it. I haven't looked because I really don't preach to people about the 8A program because it is that valuable. You should get contracts first before you enter into the 8A program. You will know when you need it. Now, the reason they're telling you they're not accepting applications anymore, I don't know if that's true or not. I know it was previously. All of the minority status thing is done. Instead, they're utilizing a word called disadvantaged. So even those of us like myself that was in the 8A program, we had to write a new letter because when we got in the program, we got in it through our minority status, and we had to prove that we were disadvantaged in this little thing that they made us do. That allowed us to stay in the program. Now, moving forward, we have a big problem in America right now for, DEI, all of the minority set aside opportunities that were out there is all being challenged in the court system right now. So, I would just say if you don't need the 8A, I wouldn't worry about it right now. That's the type of stuff that I'm just telling you guys. Don't fill your mind up with things that don't matter. That is not about to stop you from getting a government contract. Now, if you have already been winning government contracts and you need a better strategy because you're trying to grow now, then we would look into the 8A program. But if that ain't you, I highly advise you don't worry about it. I develop strategies for subcontracting agreements and relating the subcontracting plan to agencies. I'm not sure what that question is. I just signed for 10 $250 million contracts over 250 years. Let's have a chat offline. Well, let's have a chat. Shit. We right about that one. Let's have a chat for sure. We can sure enough have a chat about that. I said, this guy knows what you're talking about. I appreciate you, boss. I truly do. What's the best way to subcontract and still make some money? Hopefully I explained that to you. It all starts with the contracts. I'm telling you guys, if you don't go out there and find the contracts, I got people all the time that I can just show y'all the countless emails that I get to say, hey, I'm such and such owner of X, Y, and Z company. We're a minority-owned, women-owned company or veteran-owned company. We specialize in blah, blah, blah. We're just letting you know that we're here to help you if you need help. Well, don't you think I'm the type person that if I needed help, I would have been looking for the shit already? I think I solve my problems when I need them. But you didn't tell me what you need. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem. You don't know what you need. And I'm not about to get you paid just because you sent me an email. That's not how business works. It just don't work like that. So instead, you should be finding contracts and you should be helping me. You should be serving me as a subcontractor. How are you going to serve me as a prime being a sub? I don't want to work for you. I don't want to do anything for you. I don't even want to make you any money. I think y'all are getting this twisted. Like this is some friendly shit that's going on over here. I keep trying to tell y'all I don't care whether y'all listen to me or not. I'm really being honest about that. I want to teach you. I would love to see y'all grow, but I just don't care. I don't care about your sob stories. I don't care about none of that because the government ain't going to care about that. When I signed that contract and the government told me I need to deliver, I need to deliver. They don't care if I get struck by a car. They don't care if a death happened in my family. They don't care if my leg get chopped off. I signed the contract to say that I'm going to deliver. I got to deliver. So I don't be having time for people's stories. And I also don't have time to build other people's businesses. And that's all I hear when people ask, how do we work best with subs? I keep telling you, bring a contract. Ain't no better way because there's only one way to be successful: submitting bids. If I don't have a contract, I don't know what I'm asking for from anybody, whether I'm going to approach it as a sub, a prime, or I'm going to consult. Without that contract, without them pipeline or all them opportunities, you have no substance to talk to people that's making real money. Somebody on the internet may entertain you for a long time, but real money players ain't about to sit here and do that. Why do you follow up with those people again? You got to watch the replay. What's the name of the site that provides subcontractors? I don't know. SB Money Flow. Yep. That's what I went over. I'll put it in the chat. I went over my own software. It's mine. www.sbmoneyflow.com. I know you don't find black guys like this every day that own some stuff like this. I'm an anomaly. You know what I'm saying? I don't got to give out the government stuff and all these other gov wins and all that stuff no more. We've built our own over here. SB Money Flow. That's the software that we went over all day long. And yes, when you purchase it, it does support me in everything that I do and got going on. And I appreciate those of you who continue to support us. But even still, my show going to keep moving whether the support come or not. I'm here to assist y'all, not to do for you. So you're going to have to come in here and there's going to be a learning curve with that too. And I want to say something too, because people keep trying to tell me, the software takes a... Go sign up for QuickBooks right now and tell me how QuickBooks is going to show you how to use their software. They're going to give you a guide and you're going to have to figure it out or pay somebody to do it for you. But guys, you can't keep getting babied on everything. You know what I'm saying? You got the tool right here. You will have to go through a learning curve. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But once you put the pieces together, it all flows. Now you can start making real money. Instead of using that broke people's mentality. You can nickel and dime your way for life. Trust me. You can nickel and dime your way through life and never, ever have to invest in no softwares or nothing. But I know where you're going to stay at for the rest of your life. You ain't never going to make $1 million like we've been talking about. It's just not going to happen. Cool. All right, so I don't see any more questions out there. Hopefully, I was able to provide you guys with some information here for today. Once again, if you guys really want to take a deeper dive, you really want to get a better understanding, I highly advise you, sign up for the 30-day challenge. You don't need to get the software right now. We're going to go over the software in the challenge. I'm going to provide you with access to the software in the challenge, right? So don't worry about it. Just join the challenge and you're going to get everything you need. You can start studying right now. Government contracting the minute that you sign up for the challenge, because I'm not going to dive into government contracting when I told you got to read the contracts. So we're not going to dive into that. Instead, in this challenge, we're going to be building your system out. I realized again, one of the biggest problems that I was having with each and every one of y'all is you don't have no systems in place to make $1 million. You can't nickel and dime your way to success. You can't use a notepad to make millions. You're going to have some automation, AI now. But most importantly, you got to have documented processes and procedures that can be duplicated and replicated by others on your team. Because you told me that you want to be that millionaire. And I ain't never seen a millionaire sitting there doing all the damn work. Never. So once again, join the challenge. It starts March the 2nd. Go to sbgovconlive.com. Once again, that is sbgovconlive.com. Get yourself registered today. We will be back on here tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. live, going over another feature of SB Money Flow that's on the business side of it, not on the government side of it. So you probably don't want to miss out on that. If you want to make sure that you're keeping up with me, make sure that you guys are subscribed to my YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel yet, there goes the QR code for you right there. You can take a screenshot of it right now. And if you want to really, really support the mission, take a screenshot of it, post it to your social media, and tag me in it. Tell others, hey, y'all got to follow this brother right here so they can scan that QR code too and go watch all of the replays that I have up there with all the valuable information. And if you still are just learning about who I am and you like, well, I don't know if I'm about to give my money to this guy, don't. Don't give me your money at all. Instead, come over to my Instagram. You can learn a little bit more about me. And whenever your stomach and gut tells you that, you want to transfer some of that currency with me, do it then, because I'm telling you, I'm not giving you no refund because I didn't make you click the button. I just told you don't buy from me. If refund comes in the back of your mind when thinking about me, please stay the hell away from me. Go to the Instagram and hopefully through my stories or something, I can build the trust in that refund leaves the back of your mind and then come back to me. But please don't ever approach anything that I'm doing with refund in your mind because it ain't coming back. I'm telling you, I don't care about what's going on in your world because that's not how business operates. You can't ask the government for a refund. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen nothing like that. So I'm not about to start it over here. So please, by all means, don't you come over here until you are truly ready. All right? See something else popping. My guy, Courtney, what's happening with you? Man, Courtney is flying through the SB Money Flow software too, man. I ain't even gonna lie about that. It says part of my indirect calls. I see you watching that video right there. You learning about them direct calls right there. Shout outs to you. Don't forget, guys, you can write all of this stuff off too. Even the challenge, the 30-day challenge, you can write that off whether you guys know it or not. QuickBooks don't. You better put in the time. QuickBooks ain't never taught me how to use QuickBooks. I wish they did, but they ain't never taught me that one time. You join the challenge by visiting sbgovconlive.com. Once again, I appreciate all of you guys for hanging out with me today. Hopefully, we will be here in the morning time going over our affirmations and gratitude at 8:35 a.m. Eastern time zone. I highly advise you to get there if you don't got that mindset to be a millionaire yet, if you don't believe yet, if you still doubt yourself, you need to get on our morning calls, our affirmation and gratitude calls. They're simply amazing. We've been running them for 3 years now. Yes, 3 years, Monday through Friday, 8:35 a.m. Eastern. We've been doing our affirmations and gratitude, and I welcome you guys to join us there as well. And don't forget, we will be back here tomorrow night, 8:30 p.m. Visit travisknows.com. Click on join the community so you can be a part of this Pure Money gang. And when we say gang, it's gathered and networking genuine. I love you all. I hope that y'all have an amazing day, or night, should I say. And I'll see you guys and talk with you tomorrow. This will go off when the music goes off.
It's just different.
Yeah, you already know what it is. Pure money, baby. I keep a couple in the bag, homie, I ain't gotta brag. Even when the hater try to doubt me, I just got another contract. Watch the dollars follow back. Let me tell you one thing about me. Said I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Okay, I like my money pure. I said I like my money pure. Oh no, I like my money pure. The bag is secure. Yeah, I like my money pure. I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Come and hang with the gang. Get some free game added to your mainframe. Gotta keep your mind sharp, we gotta maintain. And it's even better when the squad on the same thing. Steady swishing on the competition. Swish.